Welcome. This is the ceiling breach and pull. It is the eighth and final event in the candidate physical agility test. This event will challenge a candidate's aerobic capacity, upper and lower body muscular strength, grip strength, and anaerobic endurance. During this event, the candidate will stand within the boundaries established by the equipment frame and proceed to use a pike pole to push up a 60-pound hinge door in the ceiling 3 times. The candidate then hooks the pike pole to an 80-pound ceiling device and pulls 5 times. Each set consists of 3 pushes and 5 pulls. The candidate repeats this set 4 times. The candidate is permitted to stop and, if needed, adjust their grip. Releasing the grip or slipping of the pike pole without the pike pole falling to the ground does not result in a warning or constitute a failure. The candidate may reestablish the grip and resume the event. If the candidate does not successfully complete a repetition, the proctor calls out miss, and the candidate must push or pull the apparatus again to complete the repetition. The event and the total test time ends when the applicant completes the final pull stroke repetition as indicated by the proctor who calls out time. At this time, let's cover some of the rules and regulations pertaining to this event. When pushing or pulling, if the candidate drops a pike pole, he or she will receive 1 warning. If the candidate commits a second infraction for dropping the pike pole, it will result in failure. Another rule is the candidate will receive 1 warning for stepping out of bounds. If the candidate commits a second infraction for stepping outside of the boundary marked by the testing apparatus, will result in failure. As mentioned before, the candidate is permitted to stop and reestablish their grip. Now, let's cover some of the positive and negative traits of previous candidates. When pushing the pike pole, grip your non-dominant hand halfway up and your dominant hand underneath the end to allow for more leverage and control. Those that have kept a close grip have experienced less control and more fatigue. Another trait is to finish your pushes with a thrust. You don't want to leave any question whether or not you completed a rep. A final trait is, when pulling, use a high grip and allow your body weight to do the work. Be advised that this method will slow you down, so if you are able to perform the reps with the use of your arms and back muscles, do so. When positioning yourself in the boundary created by the apparatus, you should stand at the end of the boundary on the side of the push. Staying in the spot will allow you to transition from push to pull in an efficient manner. Now that we have covered the ceiling breach and pull, with everything it entails from the parameters to the positive and negative traits of previous candidates, we invite you to view the follow-up video that will show exercises to improve your ceiling breach and pull ability.